Hey everybody, it's Dave TV for the 10th of March 2015. Look at this. There's the style section today. There's Bjork. Look at Bjork. She's all over the style section. She's almost the entire style section. All Bjork all the time. Chris Richards, the Washington Post music critic, he's just infatuated with Bjork. He thinks about Bjork all the time. She's all here. Her piercing eyes, they're from Iceland, are piercing his soul. I don't know. You know, I did a search of the Washington Post archive, and just for March, there's something like 8 or 9 articles about Bjork. Her new album, her MoMA, her whatever performances. I don't know, man. They seem to like Bjork even more than they like Kevin Spacey. I don't know, man. Anyway, how you doing? Try not to gain too much weight. The doctor put me on some sort of beta blocker. You know what a beta blocker is? Yeah, my blood pressure has been up a little high, so they put me on this beta blocker. And my blood pressure seems to be coming down, but anyway. But a beta blocker kind of takes away the anxiety. I'm a very hyper person. I'm extraordinarily hyper. I just, you know, and that thing, when you take that, it just kind of all goes, and you're just going to go, I don't care, man. Whatever. Anyway, so Beta Blocked Dave is here today. I like that. I like that kind of. There we go. Anyway, the big news yesterday actually, is WTOP. All News WTOP, top radio station in Washington for many moons. They've had a long time deal with Channel 7. News promotional sharing deal. Okay, so whenever you hear the weather on WTOP, it's a Channel 7 weather person. So they have Doug Hill on in the evenings. They have the girl with rickets. What's her name? She suffers from the rickets really bad. Oh, Lauren Ricketts. Poor dear. Lauren Ricketts does the weather in the mornings on WTOP. They're all Channel 7 people. Anyway, so anywho, and what happened was Channel 7 penned this deal when they were owned by All Britain, okay? And then it was, back in August, Sinclair got hold of Channel 7. So anyway, a lot of my sources were telling me, Dave, the deal with Channel 7 and TOP is going away. And WTOP is going to have a new news partner. And, of course, the big news broke yesterday that the big news partner now, TV news partner for WTOP Radio, is WRC, NBC, Comcast, Universal Zone, whatever the hell they're up to. The WRC Channel 4, NBC4. Okay? So I'm wondering, what's up with all that? Why did 7 say, no, we don't want to be aligned with WTOP? Seems like a good deal. I don't know if it helped. Who knows? Channel 7's ratings, news ratings, were not that good even under All Britain and have been even worse under Sinclair. So I guess they probably figure it's not going to really help us much to be on WTOP. It probably benefits TOP more than it benefits the TV or in that news deal. It just does. I don't know, because TOP's top rated and this WJLA wasn't. So, it probably helped TOP more. But I'm asking around. I'm saying, how do you make a deal between a TV station and a radio station like that in a news promotional deal? Well, I'm told no cash exchange hands, okay? I'm like, who does it benefit more? Yeah, who pays? Does TOP pay cash to 7 or to 4? And if they pay cash back, I don't know. No cash involved. It's basically just news sharing and cross promotion. Both benefit. Okay, and my source tells me that Channel 4 WRC has courted WTOP for years to get the deal away from Channel 7. Now, Channel 7 knew the value of the deal under the All Britain ownership. At least that's what my TOP source tells me. But now these new guys who are from out of town, way up there in Hunt Valley, Maryland, they have no idea the value of the WTOP brand and traffic resources. So apparently they just said, if WRC wants to pair with you, WTOP, that's fine. We don't care. So as of what was the date? The 23rd, the 26th, sometime toward the end of the month, we will now be hearing Doug Kammerer, I presume, and Tom Kierine, and people like that doing the weather on WTOP. And we'll be having a lot more. I guess Adam Tuss will be back doing more stuff on WTOP for his old haunt there. He's now working over at Channel 4. So we'll be hearing, Jim Vance, Doreen Genster, those kind of people more often now on WTOP as opposed to Leon Harris and Doug Hill and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. So that's the big deal. So it's just, getting some of the insider thing. And, my source says that these cross-promotional deals tend to be very beneficial to both sides, the top TV news operation and the top. Okay, so now we're going to have the two tops. WTOP, the top all-news radio station, the top radio station in the market, and WRC, the top-rated news department, local news department in Washington together. So I think that'll be cool. So there, we'll see. That's the big news. Diane Rehm. Diane Rehm's gotten into a little bit of hot water. Her husband had some horrible illness and was allowed to die. She's gotten very much into that right to die movement, that when you get to a certain point, you should be allowed to choose your fate, not have to suffer through the agonies of those last bits of a disease or something like that. I agree with her. I do agree with her. But she's done some fundraising events with the group, and apparently she's now said that she's no longer going to be doing those fundraising things. It's getting her in a little trouble. The problem is with Diane is that NPR has very strict ethics rules. And, if you're going to be an on-air host or a news person on NPR, you're not allowed to do anything that looks or connects with a fundraiser. The problem with Diane Rehm is that she doesn't work for NPR. She works for WAMU, which is a member station. So the ethics rules don't necessarily apply to her as stringently as they would if she were to work directly for NPR. Okay, so she's kind of done this thing where I'm going to do a couple more of these dinners for this group that supports death with dignity kind of thing. But then I'm not going to do any more, and I'm going to just kind of back away from that a little bit. So that was the big news there. In fact, the Washington Post even managed to write that up in their Metro section today, believe it or not. I don't know. Not really local news, but I'm hearing all over the place people screaming and yelling that Verizon's FiOS system has dropped the Weather Channel. Now, the Weather Channel is owned by the giant Comcast NBC conglomerate, and a lot of people have complained that the Weather Channel, trying to get ratings, either overhypes the news, and they really do. They actually name snowstorms and stuff to the National Weather Service's chagrin, and then they also do a lot of non-weather programming. They'll run reality shows about people climbing mountains or panning gold in the wilderness or whatever. So a lot of people are saying, they're not even a weather channel that often, at least all the time. So anyway, looks like Verizon has said, look, we're just dropping them. Goodbye. No more Weather Channel, no more of that other Weather Channel they have. And they've got something else now. And so that's, well, I could tell you what it is if I punch it up here. Okay, so yeah, the Weather Channel. Okay, so Verizon FiOS is dropping the Weather Channel and Weather Scan, and they're going to be picking up the AccuWeather network, which will be available on FiOS Channel 119619 and the FiOS mobile app, starting today, March the 10th. So that's interesting news. So anyhow, that is very cool. Well, I don't know. Is that very cool or what? Who else? Somebody dropped one of the satellite services dropped the Weather Channel. It's again they're saying, is it really worth paying for all that? For a channel that that people getting their weather other places. So it was like what we noticed here in the Washington market, where WUSA used to carry that Weather Channel. Weather Nation, was it? No, it wasn't Weather Nation. Weather something. One of those weather channels. Weather Channel. One of the weather channels. Weather Nation, Weather Now, Weather Whatever. Weather Whatever. They were carrying Weather Whatever. Whatever. Is it going to rain tomorrow? It might. Whatever. They should have a channel. weather whatever. Well, looking out the window, it's kind of sunny, partly cloudy. Maybe some clouds coming in, whatever. Is it gonna rain? Maybe, maybe not. Are we gonna get snow tomorrow? We might. Could be a little, could be a lot. That's weather, whatever. The news service from DCRTV.com. But anyhow, yeah, Channel 7 had that weather channel on, or Channel 9 did, and they dropped that for the Justice Network, and 3 people got all upset, including me, and that was that. So, all right, folks. What else do I got to say? Here we go. Look at those big boots. These boots, I took my weight this morning with these boots on. I actually weighed 10 pounds more with these boots on than without them. Anyhow, don't forget to help support DCRTV. It's a weird year, okay? Our influence is way up. We got a lot of people on Facebook connecting with us, a lot of people on Twitter. The web page is doing well in terms of traffic and all that, but our ad revenue and our donations aren't there where they should be. We're down a bit, okay? Why is that? I don't know. Maybe people are just getting used to free internet, whatever. I don't know. But we really, we are an independent site. It's me, and I need to pay the bills. And so, yeah, if you got a couple extra bucks, if you haven't helped us out in 2015, please, please, please send along a couple of bucks, okay? 39 bucks, and we'll get you the brand, the revamped, wonderful-looking DCRTV Plus with a whole lot of cool memory stuff on it, local radio and TV memories, and make your donation this week, and I'll give you 2 years for the price of one. 2 years for $39. Anyway, do that, and, PayPal it. All you got to do is, log into your PayPal account and just send some bucks over to our DCRTV@hotmail.com address or DCRTV@DCRTV.com address, or you can pop a check in the mail. The address is right there on our support page and right there on the front page. So thank you very much. All right, folks, thanks for watching Dave TV for the March 30th. Now, I can't do anything, can I? March. It says beta blockers, man. They're blocking my betas. Man. March the 10th, 2015. Book 'em, Dan. Oh. And I got to remind you, too. I keep forgetting this. The Realm Network. The Realm Network sponsors these Dave TVs. The Realm Network is so cool. Got a whole bunch of cool people. You got Buzz Burbank. You got Mark Ronick. You got Kirk McHugh and a whole bunch of cool people. Check out that Realm Network. It's right there on the very top of the right column on the front page of DCRTV. You can see all their latest shows. Check them out. The Realm Network, a proud sponsor. We're doing this from the Realm Network studios here at the DCRTV World Headquarters. Thank you very much. Book 'em, Dano.